Hi everyone. I want to give you a challenge today. It's to think before you act. This is a life skill challenge. What I want to encourage you to do is to take time to think things through before making a decision to act solely based on your emotions. In other words, to take time to count to 10, so to speak, and have had time to reflect so that what decision you make isn't one that you're going to regret and act out of impulse. So where this comes into play in my life is there's a few things that I'm really passionate about. One of the things that bothers me a lot is if my wheelchair is hit or hurt by someone. And it's because I rely on it so much. And so I find myself having to take time, like either a few hours or even the next day, to react so that I'm reacting objectively. Some of the responses to emotional situations like this is educating the person or the business where this happened to discourage it from happening again, even if it's going to benefit somebody else. There's also situations online that people say things in the moment, but it doesn't mean anything in the long term. The challenge with that, though, is that once it's been written or typed on the screen, it's not over for the other person. And so it's important that the people you friend with on a social network, that you set boundaries and you sort of pre-screen people before you add them onto your friends list. It's like a video I was talking about a few weeks ago. You will do well in your life if you have a core group of friends that you maintain, your inner circle. But this inner circle really doesn't need to be more than 4 or 5 friends that you're open with and share your deepest struggles with. It's part of why I don't react as strongly if it's not somebody in this inner circle of friends in my life. So what I mean by this is I value the core group of friends that I have, and I often go to them as a sounding board with the question, have you thought of anything else that I haven't come up with when I'm making decisions that are hard for me? It's especially valuable for someone to gauge how important an issue is and the reaction that it warrants. I stand up and speak out about accessibility and wheelchair-related issues, most of the time as education, but it's something that I care a whole lot about. And it bothers me to see people taken advantage of or the infrastructure not in place that makes life so much easier for someone who's in a wheelchair. I understand that you might not be in that situation yourself. The principle still applies, though. The key topics in life that really inspire you and that you're very energetic about, you need to make sure that you're responding appropriately to them. And how you address situations is done so effectively and with your best intentions. some of the time you may feel very passionate about something, but having had a few days to think, you need to make sure that if you're speaking out about it, that it was worth doing and worth the effort as well. There's times when there's been conflict, and when you don't forgive somebody that's hurt you, it's like they're living rent-free in your mind, and how the situation continues to impact you even long after it's done. Whereas forgiveness is in part about being free of the hurt that was caused by the situation, and that it will no longer reflect or impact your decision making. I've said it before where I've seen people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s that have been hurt so much that they literally box themselves in what they're willing to do and how they're engaging in life, that they really can't experience the joy that life has to offer because of their emotional baggage. It's also why it's important to deal with things when they happen, so that so that it's not dragging you down and weighing on you for weeks and weeks on end. This is also where I go to my friends, the core group, for support in trying to be objective in a difficult situation. So this is a life skill. It takes work at it to make sure that what you're fighting for is the right battles for you. You will grow in this skill, and it does get easier over time. I hope this is helpful to you. It's certainly something that I've benefited from in my own life and wanted to share with you. Thanks for the time that you spent with me today. Bye for now.